My name is Walter Briggs. I'm 82 years old, and I fought for this country in the Pacific during the Second World War. I was at Leyte. I was at Luzon. Those names were a long time ago, but they meant everything to the boys who were there, and they still mean everything to me. Before I say anything else, I want you to set aside whatever you think you know about me. Don't put me in a box. Don't decide what I'm about to say before I say it. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm an American. That's the only thing I've ever been, and it's the only thing I know how to be. I learned that in the mud, a long way from home, when I was barely old enough to shave. I was 19 when they shipped us out. I remember watching the California coastline disappear and thinking, that's home. And I didn't know if I'd ever see it again. A lot of the boys standing beside me never did. And I'll tell you this, when it's truly life and death, when the man next to you is the only reason you might survive the next 10 minutes, none of the things we fight about today exist. I didn't know how that man voted. I didn't know what church he went to or if he went at all. I knew his name. I knew he was scared, same as me. And I knew we were in it together because that was the only way either of us was going to make it. That was America to me. That still is. So you'll understand why it breaks my heart when I turn on the television and see what we've become. My granddaughter tells me to stop watching the news. I tell her I can't look away. I feel like I owe it to somebody to bear witness, even if I'm not sure to whom anymore. Because what I see on that screen, I've seen before. The faces, the certainty, that cold, absolute hatred for another human being, not because of what they did, but because of what they represent. I know that look. I looked into the eyes of men who had it, and they were trying to end my life. And now I see it on Americans looking at other Americans, and I want to ask you, do you have any idea where that road goes? I've been down it, and it never ends somewhere good. The hate that lives in a man doesn't just leave him. You carry it. You carry it every day for the rest of your life. And the thought that Americans are filling themselves up with that same poison toward each other over a news story, over a name on a ballot, something in me cannot make sense of it. And the people stoking this fire know exactly what they're doing. The politicians, the commentators, the ones making money off your anger, they are not angry, they're comfortable, they're well paid, and they need you fighting your neighbor so you don't look at what they're doing. Divide and conquer is the oldest trick in the world, and we keep falling for it. They don't love this country, not the way the men I served with loved it. We loved it the way you love something you almost lost, the way you love something you watched other men die for. That love isn't a slogan, it's a weight, it's a responsibility. There was a man in my unit, Harold Tatum, from a small town in Alabama. We were different in every way, and neither of us cared because we didn't have the luxury of caring. Harold was one of the finest men I ever knew. We wrote letters for a while, then lost touch. I don't even know if he's still alive. But I think about what we had. Why is that so hard now? Why does it take war for us to remember each other's humanity? I'm going to go soon. That's not drama, it's just truth. I'm 82, and the body tells you things. I'm not afraid. But I lie awake at night troubled by the feeling that we're throwing away something that cost an enormous price. The boys who didn't come home from those islands, they paid the full price. And we are squandering it. We are burning it down from the inside while the people who claim to lead us pour gasoline and call it patriotism. So here's what I'm asking. It's small. It might be the last thing I ever ask of anyone. If there is someone you've stopped talking to because of politics, a brother, a sister, a friend you used to love, and now there's only silence, I want you to call them today, not tomorrow, today. You don't have to agree. You don't have to settle anything. You don't have to win. You just have to let them know they matter more to you than being right, because they do. And life is short. I am living proof. Don't let them take the people you love from you. That is the whole game. Don't give it to them. We are still Americans, every last one of us. That has to mean something, because if it doesn't, I don't know what Harold Tatum and all those other boys died for. God bless every one of you, and God bless America, the real one, the one worth fighting for.